So it's the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And what can I say? This fight took place at 6 a.m. in the morning. When you know Rafi should be snoring, and I was snoring. But Lomachenko was not snoring. Get my words all tangled up, get my tongue all twisted. And you just saw Kambosos, the Greek Australian, just eat one to the breadbasket. And yeah, it's a big controversy because I love them breadbasket shots. Not receiving them, but I love seeing them, and I have delivered one or two in my time. Love them shots. It's a big controversy over here at the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. They said that Ryan Garcia didn't have to go down, didn't have to finish to that shot that he took against it's that little Cabbage Patch Kid's name, Javonta Davis. Excuse me, it's early morning over here at Dawkins Towers. So I'm a big believer in them body shots, and as you see there, Lomachenko is a believer too. You believe now? Are you a believer now? This happened at the RAC Arena in Perth, down under. And as you can see, Lomachenko was not in the mood for messing about. He took care of the Greek Australian Kambosos, and and at that point the referee started waving it off, and the towel came in simultaneously. You notice I got a little bit of an Australian twang for this one. And Kambosos, that is, certainly got twanged tonight, or it's morning over here for us, the Northern Hemisphere. This took place in the 11th round of a 12-round title fight. I didn't even realize it was a title fight, but I heard people saying that he's champion again. What? Champion again? What you on about? Well, hold on, that's not what I'm looking for. And I still haven't found... Yeah, I found it now. So, as we see here, those the WBO and the IBF were vacant, and they were made vacant by Devin Haney. I believe they were made vacant by Devin Haney stepping up from lightweight. He's no lightweight, he's heavyweight. Stepping up from lightweight to junior welterweight or super lightweight, whichever way you want to cut it. It all adds up to the same thing. There was a vacant belt. There was actually two. And the IBF made the fight between Lomachenko, the Ukrainian dancer, and the Greek Australian. And as I had predicted prior to the fight, I expected Lomachenko to have too much for the Aussie. There you see Loma Junior and Loma Senior hugging it out. Yeah, he was going to take it to the breadbasket. I think I predicted that Loma was going to stop Kambosos in the late rounds. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But I think that was my prediction. Kambosos Senior looking over there, he knows. This ain't good. You're losing it, son. And then look at that for the close-up of Loma. Come on, let's go. Let me fight him. So yeah, I expected Lomachenko to have too much for Kambosos. That was a little bit of my problem with... I was a little bit critical of Haney in his fight with Kambosos. And I wanted more. I wanted a bit more finesse. I think that's what's lacking in a lot of these boxers. They're not boxing enough. They're not training the right things. I watched a video yesterday of an old fighter. He's not even that old. I can't remember his name. But he's noticeably slurring, like me this morning. He's noticeably slurring. He didn't slur before, and so this game takes a toll on not just the body, but the brain cells. So when I want to see fighters fighting with a little bit more slickness, it's to save their brain cells, man. It's to save their brain cells. And Teofimo Lopez, I do like Teo, despite all the naysayers. I do like him. And he does fight with some of that slickness sometimes. Against Kambosos, he just thought he was going to go in there and steamroller the guy. And got put flat on his ass for his troubles. Yeah, Lomachenko did not make that mistake, mate. He went in there to do what he does, and that's fight a slick boxer style. Now, it's highly unlikely that he's going to have, he's going to be punch drunk. Highly unlikely, because he is a slick boxer. He uses the philosophy, he has the philosophy of the sweet science, hit and don't get hit. You want to have a functional life after boxing, man. You want to be slick. You need to be slick out there if you want to have the optimal functionality. Optimal functionality after your boxing career is over. What's happened? What's the aftermath of this thing? Well, the aftermath of this great performance by Lomachenko. By the way, I believe that Devin Haney beat Lomachenko. Let's get that clear. It's just that I wish that Devin Haney had a little bit more slickness about him. He would need to have a little bit more slickness about him for him to be a complete fighter to me. And Lomachenko, yeah, I enjoy his fights, but then I wish he had a little bit more venom. But then he's intelligent enough to know that if he had a little bit more venom and if he stayed in the pocket for too long, then he might get crack-a-lacking. He might get cracked. And he might be the one slurring his words in a few years' time. So yeah, it's a fine balance. It's a balancing act, isn't it? Plus you can't please everybody all the time. Now, Aaron wants to see Lomachenko in there against Shakur. And yeah, I'd like to see that as well. But, the commentator here writes that would be a lackluster fight. Well, it'd be a lot of footwork. Realistically speaking, yeah. A more appealing option for Lomachenko might be Tank Davis. Tank Davis says he wants Lomachenko after his Frank Martin fight. I wonder if Lomachenko wants Tank Davis. He knows how to get on his bike too. He's a bit of a slick boxer too. That would be fascinating. I have to be honest, I would rather see Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lomachenko. I'd rather see that over the Shakur Stevenson option at lightweight. OMG. Where is Gervonta? He's right down there at lightweight too. Dame. Lomachenko comes back with a very pleasing performance. KO to the body of the Greek Aussie, George Kambosos Jr. Boom! Right in the breadbasket. And puts himself in line for some exciting fights again. OMG. This got Rafi's juices flowing. So what say you? Who do you want to see Lomachenko go up against next? We got Shakur Stevenson in the division. We got Gervonta Tank Davis in the division. Is he going to wait for Gervonta Tank Davis? Time is of the essence and time is not on Lomachenko's side. So, might go the Shakur option, might go some other direction, and then get Tank. When? Where are we now? We're in May? Yeah, maybe at Christmas. Get a stay ready fight and then Tank at Christmas. What do you say? Lomachenko v Tank in the kingdom under Al-Turki's banner? What say you? Have your say. Mr. Raphael Dawkins to Combat Radio. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'm out. Just like George Kambosos.